So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Season 2 of PSGL Formula Experience. Tonight, we are here for Round 2 of this season, and we are at the Montreal circuit in Canada. Tonight, we have a different person on comms. Usually, you would be joined by Gavin Alamonda, but unfortunately, he is ill, so my best wishes go out to him. But instead, I make my return. For people who don't know who I am Little Blocks, and I will be bringing you all the action tonight, just as a 1 week replacement until Alamonda is fit to be able to return to the commentary box. So this is my first time in a long time commentating on the PSGL channel. Haven't done it in a while, but normal procedures, what I usually start doing is going through the allocations for this week. So I'm just going to get up on my phone now, because my phone was dead not long ago, so I've had to get it going. But what we have the allocations for this week: in the Mercedes we have HD and Juho Finn. In the Ferraris we have Cablo and Mr. Grumpy. In the Red Bull we have got Blue Mosquito and Hulkenberger. Hulkenberger taking the victory last time out in a very wet Silverstone circuit. In the Racing Point we got Juliana Manu and All Castle Grey, better known as Josh to a lot of these people. In the McLaren we have got AMS and Game Freaker. In the Haas we have got Iron F1 and Flying Throne. In the Renault we got Free Gloves and Ugi Azim. Alpha we got Jamie. No, we don't. In the Alpha, oh no, in the Renault we have Jamie, and then in the Alpha we have Maxi Luca, also known as Offbeat Shovel, Powdy. In the Toro Rosso we have QPR Beast and the 7-time champion himself, Big C. And then in the Williams we have got Greeny LFC and Ash Best. We're going to find a car to go on board with for their lap. I think the first one to take us for the lap is a Season 19 PSGL F1 champion. One of the youngest F1 champions, if not the youngest, along with CRG Blizzard, Ash Best 122. Let's see how he can drag his Williams round the track here in Canada. Down into turn 1, then third gear, then quickly down into first gear, and double up shifting to get that better traction here. Looks decent. Williams has a lot of understeer. It is the worst car on the grid. For people who doesn't know, this league is realistic cars, and as you can see there, Ash Best really struggling to get that Williams turned in. He says a 19.5 first sector. It was purple for a brief moment, then a Racing Point behind of, is it a Racing Point? Someone behind did go and set a faster sector 1 than him. Into this tricky chicane here under the little bridge and braking at the shadow. Ash goes wide again. Once again he is struggling to get this Williams turned in to all these corners here, and now down into the hairpin, breaking at the 100-meter board. Purple sector 2, but I imagine that will be taken in a brief moment, and I think it was by one of the Haas drivers. I think Aaron F1 might be the one that we have to look out for, so I'll get myself on board with Aaron for when Ash does finish his lap. Right, going on into the Wall of Champs. Very tricky chicane. Is it going to claim any victims? It's not claimed Ash there. Up to the line now. The first lap for Ash Best is a 109.5, and that puts him P1, the first time to be set. Of course, here comes Aaron F1. It wasn't Aaron that I had to watch out for. I think it might have been Jamie that was the one who was fastest originally, but then he seems to have had a bit of a poor sector. AMS at his best track in the McLaren goes second on a 109.7. Anyone else we can find? What about the 7-time champion himself, Big C, approaching the hairpin? He is not going purple at the moment. I think he is on a bit of a slower lap. Yep, he is down in Noah's. What about Juliana Manu in the Racing Point here in Canada? One of the better tracks to get a Racing Point now. Where is Alamonda? Alamonda is unfortunately ill. So as I said at the start of the stream, my best wishes go out to him, and I hope he recovers as soon as possible. Juliana Manu, purple middle sector, up into third gear, a double upshift there, getting as much traction as he can. And now this is where the Racing Point is in again on the Williams time of Ash. Down this long straight, one of the faster engines, one of the better power units. I know they both run Mercedes power units, but the Racing Point has a lot better straight line speed than the Williams. Anyway, up to the line. Does he go pole? He does on a 109.471. Good lap from Joel. What about Mr. Grumpy with the first PSGL champion, I believe? Don't really want to be tested on my PSGL trivia So I'm not the greatest at it. Mr. Grumpy into the Wall of Champions, elects to use 5th gear instead of 4th like other drivers, and he does understeer wide and gets himself an invalid. It would have been a 109.3 and he would have been currently on provisional pole position. What about my PSGL FP teammate, the one me and him, one of the constructors in Greeny LFC in the Williams now? We see his teammate Ash set at 109.5. I remember this season we both had the Williams round here and it wasn't actually that bad of a track to have it. Into the Wall of Champs, Greeny taking multiple stabs at it to try get that car turned in, and it really was a messy Wall of Champs. Big C on pole position on a 109.3. Greeny slotting himself into P7, but Big C currently on pole in the Toro Rosso, a good lap from the 7-time champion. Who could I go on board with? Who's a thought? I think, yeah, we'll stick on board with Game Freaker here. Down under the bridge. Not one of the better tracks for the McLaren with the Renault power unit. It's not the fastest one on the straights, and there are a lot of straights here in Canada, but he's not too far off. Big C's timers, never mind. AMS goes fastest, 109.1 for the other McLaren. What a lap from him, a big improvement. He was on a 109.7 and now on to a 109.187, taking pole position for the brief moment. I think there's a Ferrari up on a lap though. Oh, Game Freaker, you elects to use 3rd gear through that corner. Very, very different to what I've seen. Game Freak up to the line and couldn't get anywhere near his teammate. A 109.7, slots himself into PA. What about, I believe it's HD, and he is looking like he's struggling in that Mercedes quite a bit there. Not getting the turn in. Maybe a bit of understeer with the setup. Maybe gone a bit too aggressive with the setup there. I think we'll turn our attention to someone who could, or looks like in a much better state. Mr. Grumpy, 1989, been here in PSGL for almost I believe, actually no, he's been here for a decade. Joined in, I believe, 2010. Correct me if I'm wrong, Grumpy, if you do watch this back. And now here in 2020, he could have got a bit of a tow from HD there if he did continue to keep pushing, but he couldn't. But this Ferrari power unit is very, very good. One of the fastest, if not the fastest on this game, I'm not too sure. Down into the Wall of Champions, breaks Grumpy. It looks decent there compared to his other lap. Mr. Grumpy up to the line. It's a 109.211, and that puts himself up into P2. This is a very weird track, this Canadian Grand Prix. You can do multiple strategies. One of the only tracks you can do the multiple strategies on. You can either do a medium to hard strategy, which is not really the optimum strategy, I'd say, or you could do the soft to medium strategy. The 2-stop one is quicker here just due to the amount of low traction zones there are and how short the pit lane is. Fresh tyres around here can gain you up to about a second a lap, maybe even more if you're pushing as hard as possible. Powdy in the Alfa Romeo. Good Wall of Chance from him there. I don't think it will be good enough to get pole. It'll be 4th place for him. And look at the amount of cars coming out the pits as a Haas driver starts a lap. Wait, it's not a Haas, it's a Renault in fact. A Renault of CRG Jamie. Seems to be struggling with a bit of turning there. And he sets a 19.6 first sector as the Renault driver, I believe. Let me get up the PSGL F1 Hall of Fames. I know he's won something in F1, but I don't remember what it is. Where is it? And he has unfortunately got invalid. I think I'm going to need some of my F1 archives. Jamie. He was a Season 18 Drivers' Champion. That's what he was, the Season 18 Drivers' Champion. Right, I think we're going to have to go to Cablo in the Ferrari. He's on right at the moment. Let's see his Sector 1 at 19.5. Currently 2/10 up, which would just about put him behind Joel as he comes out of Sector 1, but I believe there will be more time to be gained as the track does start to rubber in. The times will be getting faster and faster as Ash Best goes up to P3. What an effort from Ash in the Williams, a 109.2. That is a very good lap from the Williams driver. 3rd place. That car is well out of position, so he has clearly driven one of his best laps. That is a very good effort from Ash. If he can keep it 3rd place, he is looking good for a very nice result. Here we go, Cablo into the World Champions, the most difficult corner on the entire circuit. Hasn't claimed anyone just yet. Will it claim anyone during the race? I didn't realise we got Big C and Powdy on the same time in P4 and 5. And that doesn't matter. Cablo up to the line, sets a 109.5, loses time and doesn't in fact change his position. What about a bit of QPR beast in the Toro Rosso? He seems to be having a decent middle set there, 41.2. I think this could be close to AMS's time. Depends how the rest of the lap is. QPR beast now down into the Wall of Champions. Oh, there might be a car. Oh, he's almost claimed his first victim there. Looked like he wanted to turn out of it to not get invited, and it's cost himself a lot of time. And what looked like a good lap being ruined by a dodgy Wall of Champs. Let's go to the 7-time champion himself, Big C. Currently in P4, and he is a 10th up on his time. Coming into the hairpin now. This set the free where you can make, oh, I can't even speak English. Where you can gain a lot of time if you do get it right. As I do have shutdown on my TV, so I can't see anything at the moment. I'm trying to find my remote. There it is. As AMS improves once more to go on a 9-0 now. But where can Big C go? Where can he challenge in comparison to the McLaren driver? Up to the line. Big C on pole with a 109.019. What a perfect match that is. A 019 from Big C. Beautiful lap from him. And AMS is not going to be happy that his pole position has been stolen by a 7-time champ. What about All Cats Are Grey? 9.7 from him. Flying Throne, getting a bit of a toe from the Williams up ahead. Into the Wall of Champions comes Throne. That's a way too early on turning there, and he has gone and invalidated his lap, which is unfortunate for him. And AMS saying he messed up the final corner, so there could be more time to be gained from the McLaren driver. Is this what we could see? I feel like there'll be more. I reckon we'll see an 8.8 as our pole position. 8.8 is what I'll go for. We'll have to watch Mr. Grumpy though in the Ferrari, a car that was generally very quick here in real life and unfortunately lost the win due to a very harsh penalty from the stewards. And Grumpy is a 10th up at the moment through sector 1, a good sector 1 from the Ferrari driver. And now let's see, coming down the straight, down these straights, he's going to be gaining and gaining on the cars ahead of him just due to how good this Ferrari straight line speed is. But then through the corners he's going to be losing it because the Ferrari has not got good turning. Around here I'd sacrifice turning for more straight line speed, but look at that. Despite being a 10th up through sector 1, he is now half a 10th down through sector 2. Now the final sector, going to have a bit of traffic ahead of him. Whether they pit or not, I do not know. We'll have to wait and see. Go into the Wall of Champions comes Grumpy, and looked a lot better from his last attempt. Grumpy up to the line now. What will it be? Decides to go wide, and he misses out on pole position by 2 thousandths. How close is that? That is very, very close. I'm gonna get the. I want to get, what is it? Is it, which one is it? I haven't worked this thing in ages. Leader. Here we are. Look at that. That is very close. Who else to go to? Offbeat Shuttle, also known as Maxi Luca, who's gone purple in sector 1 but loses the rear a bit. What a good first sector that is. I don't know if it's entirely true, but we'll wait and see from this season 18 Bahrain GP winner. I think he is a 2-time winner or 1-time winner in PSGL F1, and he has gone and got his lap invalidated. A 41.0, which is looking quite fast compared to the other sector times. But then this man lacks a lot of confidence. Powdy is 2/10 up through sector 1. More good sector 1 that is. Just going to throw him right into contention for the front row. Maybe for pole position if he can continue to improve on his lap. Looks decent from Powdy. They're using all the track available to him, and he is wow, he's half a second up, Powdy. He is on to currently smash the guys ahead of him. This could be an 8.7 or an 8.6 if it is a lap of all laps. Out of the hairpin now, and on the run to the Wall of Champions. The Ferrari power unit will be gaining on the Honda power unit. Depends how he can navigate this final chicane, and he's going to brush against the barrier. Depends, does it lose him that much time? Up to the line comes Powdy, and he's gone pole position on a 108.775 and takes pole, but just under 2.5 tenths. That is a very good lap from Powdy, and I can't see that lap getting beaten, to be honest, unless AMS pulls one out. I don't think he can there. Anyway, we'll see who we could go to. We'll see if is Max going for another one. He is. Here comes Maxi Luca GT5, and he's invalidated it. So he's going to go straight on into the pits. HG in the Mercedes. I believe he was here in the F1 2016 days. I wasn't in PSGL at the time. I joined in 2017. So a lot of these drivers I do know, and there's a few that I'm not too familiar with. HD being one of them. And I think that's the only one. So I know the majority of the drivers. And he is purple through middle sector. So HD is currently on a decent lap at the moment, and he's going to have Powdy getting well out of his way. It's just how can he navigate the Wall of Champs? Will he be able to challenge? Challenge Powdy for pole position. Oh, he's going to get invalidated, and that is his lap up in smokes. I believe that is him finished for qualifying at 9.7. So I'm not too sure if he was actually purple. I checked Powdy with a 21.6 middle sector compared to HG 21.8. So no, Codemasters were lying to me. He needs to get out of the way of a Toro Rosso. No, he doesn't, because, well, could if you want to. They are both on outlaps, and Big C and QPR Beast following themselves around the track. I wonder if AMS has actually decided to go for another one on those soft compound tyres. Nope, he's done with quality. I think that might be AMS done, unless I have a bit of a timing glitch. Trying to regain all his airs. He's got Juho ahead, who has got front wing damage, I believe. Yep, Juho missing a lot of his front wing. Look at that. That Mercedes is trashed. Toto Wolff is not going to be a happy man. So who to go to? We'll go on board with AMS. He says he's got a lot more time in his lap. So let's see if he can actually live up to what he was saying. Here we go. Down into turn 1, leaving it in 7th gear, down to 3rd gear, now down to 1st for turn 2, up to 3rd, gets better traction, although has a bit of oversteer out of there. Now this tricky turn 3 and 4 chicane, very easy to get invalid. AMS not pushing all the limits, maybe because he knows it's not the wisest thing to do, and he is down though, he is down on his time, so he's got to find time in the middle and final sector on this run, because there won't be any more time to go for any more laps. There's 34 seconds left in this session. There may be a bit more on the timing screen. Have to wait and see. AMS though through the middle sector chicane, and that looked quite nice, pushing all the limits, almost hitting the wall, but not in fact hitting it, and he is down again, a 10th and a half down. Now we have to see what his final sector is going to be like. Now I'm going to get myself ready to turn to Big C in the Toro Rosso. CRG Jamie has retired from the session. He is happy with P11. And now let's see AMS through the Wall of Champions, really pushing the limits there. Now, does he make up the time? He said he could. Up to the line, he doesn't improve. AMS is done for qualifying. Here comes Big C, half a 10th up, currently not going to be threatening Powdy unless he really pushes the limits, and he has through there. Big C up to the line. Will it be pole position from Big C? No, it won't. 23 thousandths he misses out by. That is a very good effort from Big C, but so close yet so far from the Toro Rosso man. What about Offbeat Shuffle, also known as Maxi Luca? I've noticed Aaron gone up to P9. A solid effort from him. What a great job from Aaron there, getting that Haas up to P9. Now what about Offbeat Shuffle? Maxi Luca GT5 out of the Wall of Champions. Didn't look half as dedicated as Big C, but it still looks quick. And then 9.2 is going to put him P8 just ahead of Frome. That pushes Aaron out of the top 10, so he's going to be happy with that. What about Game Freaker? He was down in the middle sector, and he might have hit the wall then. I'm not sure, that might be an invalidation from him. Ash Best goes third in the Williams. What an effort from Ash. Wow, only 2.5 tenths off pole position, and that is qualifying done. What an effort from Ash Best there, my star performer of qualifying. What great effort. So Powdy is on pole with Big C in second, Third is Ash Best, my star performer in qualifying, as I did just say. Fourth is Grumpy, matching his time. Fifth is AMS. Sixth, Blue Mosquito. Seventh, Hulkenberger, last time out race winner. Eighth, off Maxi Luca. Ninth, Flying Throne. 10th, Game Freaker. In 11th, this might be the optimum starting place for him. Iran F1, being able to most probably do the alternate strategy. 12th, Cablo. 13th, Joliana Manu. 14th, Jamie. 15th, Greeny, getting demoralised by his teammates' performance. 16th, 17th, QPRBs. 18th, All Cats Are Grey. 19th is Juho Finn. And 20th, not setting a lap, is HD. I'm going to ask in the chat now, who is your star performer in qualifying? As I said, mine goes to Ashton, honourable mention to Big C. Just missing out on pole position. Powdy, of course, with a great lap. And that's who I got to give my round of applause to be honest. Very good from them. AMS messing up, disappointing. I thought he had a lot more in his locker. So we are now just waiting for drivers to ready up. Let's see what people outside the top 10 will do. Of course, I don't know the weather for this race, and to be honest, I don't want to know, because it just makes it that more interesting. If we get rain mid-race or towards the end, we'll see what different strategies people are going on. We might even have an early bit of rain. We'll see what tyres is everyone going on to. So, everyone in the top 10 on softs. Everyone outside the top 10 on mediums. That just makes my life very easy. No one opting for the soft tyres. So are we about to get rain throughout this race? There's a few dark clouds starting to form, but it's mainly a clear sky, to be honest. I'm generally, I don't know. I feel like we could have a bit of weather, to interfere with this race. Just gonna get the stream link out on my out on Twitter, so we can get a few more people in to come and watch. If you do have any questions for me to ask or for me to answer, feel free, and I'm sure I will answer them to the best of my ability. Just get the tyres up again for everyone. Just getting the link up now. There we are. Get that retweeted on the F1 page real quick. F1 Twitter page. Right, everyone is lining up. I hope I can just get it retweeted quick before. Here we go. Got that retweeted. And now the final cars are the two Mercedes knocking out the back row. Toto Wolff is going to be fuming in the pit garage there and on the pit wall. And anyway, here we go now. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4, it's 5. And it's lights out, and away we go for round 2 of PSGL FE around Canada. And what a start from Powdy. A Big C is currently being eaten alive. Ash Best down the inside. What a start from Ash. Ash and Big C side by side is crucial for Big C's race. He doesn't drop behind Ash, but Ash is going to take him around the outside, and the Williams is up into P2. What a start from the Williams driver there. I think everyone is through safely so far. There's no crashes from what I see just yet. And I think everyone is safely through. Yeah, everyone is safely through. Don't know if anyone's got damage, but Big C has dropped behind Ash, and now he might be vulnerable to the Ferrari of Mr. Grumpy behind. Powdy is surely going to run off with this now. We've got to move down the back here. Maxi Luca and Flying Throne. Max has gone off and he's had a bit of incident. And here comes Aaron doing a great job on those mediums up into P9. Very good there, but Max switching back, trying to go round the outside. Surely Aaron won't allow that. Here goes the Haas and the Alfa Romeo. Gunter Steiner currently hoping that his driver can keep hold of P10 or P9 in fact from Maxi Luca, but he can't, and Gunter is not going to be a happy man. And look at that, Game Freak trying to go around the outside as well. That's destined for an accident, but no, he just backs out at the last moment there, and now that might allow the racing point of Giuliano Manu to slide through as well. Great awareness from Joel. He sees someone struggle and he pounces. Good move from the racing point driver. I'm sure Game Freaker wouldn't want to give this up without a fight, but I think just for now he's going to have to give that position up, as we see Juho Finn into the pit lane at the end of lap 1. He has had an instant change in that front wing, unfortunate for him. We've got Callum Anderson saying this stream, don't think you've answered mine yet. When's Little C making a return? He will make a return for a special event only, not for the foreseeable future anyway. Anyway, back on board with the Ferrari driver of Mr. Grumpy. Big C seems to be all over the place. He don't seem on it at the moment. Can't get close to Ash Best. Wonder when we'll see these drivers start to pull into the pit lane. I say as early as lap 5 they'll decide to box in for a fresh set of mediums. But the issue is, you box early, you got to make your way through the traffic, and making your way through traffic is going to be quite hard. But look at this now. Big C is currently under pressure from Grumpy. Is Grumpy going to try down the inside into the wall of champions? Ferrari versus Toro Rosso, and Big C doesn't allow that to happen, and Grumpy does unfortunately lose out there. And I believe everyone is all good. Ash Best fastest lap in the Williams. Is he going to pull off a miracle and win in a Williams around Canada? If he does, this would be an amazing job, like generally an amazing drive. And Alfie, that is a fat O on your side. Going back on board with Ash now in the Williams. He is putting the Alfa Romeo of Powdy all under pressure here, and now he's going to have DRS to be enabled as well, so he is going to have a run, although he has a lot of oversteer there, and that just shows the Williams grip. It is not good, and you can't follow for too long or you're going to lose time, and you're going to start losing grip in those tyres, and Ash's softs could already be in trouble. But Powdy has also made a mistake, so the mistake Ash has made has just been cancelled out, as Powdy's going to made one. Wow, very close. And Powdy goes deep again, so this might offer an opportunity for Ash to go past down the back straight here. We have got currently everyone from 1st to 18th within DRS of each other. This is going to be one big DRS train, and I'm certainly looking forward to it, because there will be carnage. I think I've got a feeling we will see a few battles. And look at that now, Big C, after being passed on that one, is trying all he can to get back past the Williams driver. He knows he is faster than Ash. Oh god, he knows he is faster than Ash, so he's got to make a way through. Are the cars realistic? They are indeed, Denny. So currently Ash Best is in the gym at P2 in a Williams, and look at this down the back. We've got CRG Jamie getting passed by QPR Beast, flying through him. First penalty of the day, not what he needs. He always picks up penalties, and he continues his little trend there by picking up another one. And we've got a little gap now formed between Greeny and Cablo down there. The DRS train has been broken into two little parts there, and I don't think Greeny will be able to catch up. Juho Finn, fast lap on a 112.6. He is currently the fastest man on track. Those fresh soft tyres, and we'll have to see what he will do. I still got a feeling there's going to be a bit of weather to play in this race. I don't think we're going to have a completely dry race. That's just my instinct, my gut feeling. It might not be the case. We don't know. I don't know. And anyway, look at that now. Ash is starting to be dropped by Powdy. Powdy has put the foot on the accelerator and is gaining a lot of time. And if I was Big C, I'd have to get past Ash now, because Ash clearly is struggling in the Williams. It's just too slow to try and keep up with an Alfa Romeo. The Alfa is just too superior to it. We've got someone pitting already. It's Maxi Luca. Maxi Luca diving into the pit lane. Is this strategic call, or is he coming in for a front wing change? I think it's for a strategic call to get some fresh air and maybe get an undercut on the drivers. Is he going to be trying to trigger some of other cars to pit? His Grumpy has now picked up a 3-second time penalty. Max looking like he might have stalled the car there a bit, because he did take a long time to be released from the pits. Now we'll start to see the medium runners of Aaron starting to be faster than the cars ahead of him. So softs are going to be going off these cars now, and they're not going to be at their optimum working range. They last about 5 laps as Mr. Grumpy absolutely cuts the chicane there, and he could give himself the chance to attack the 7-time champ of Big C if he wanted to. Just not close enough. AMS there in the background locking up quite a bit, but he has gained a quite huge amount of time there. Got Jamie and Big C, Jamie and Greeny, sorry, in the back. I'm trying to see. Oh, I'm not even switching the right one. Oh, never mind. I've missed my opportunity to go for it. As we see, Big C dived in. Big C going for the undercut. He has followed what Max does. And at the end of lap 5, Big C is pitting for a fresh set of tyres. And if he comes out in some clean space, he is going to be surely undercutting Ash at least. We've got someone else following him in the background. It's AMS. So Big C and AMS both pitting for a fresh set of mediums. Where's Maxi Luca in this? Max is miles behind. Fair, he's closer than I thought he'd be, but then when the pits is able to cut turn 1, it's worked out for him. I reckon he'll be able to gain a few positions, Max, to be honest. He's done a good enough job to start gaining. As you see now, Ash closing onto the back of Powdy once again. Expect these guys to be in at the end of this lap. Ash is struggling. Grumpy now on 6 seconds on lap 6. He is currently throwing away any chance of a good result. Too many penalties he's getting, too many. And now, let's watch Ash Best in the Williams. What will he do? What will Powdy do? Will he pit? Will he react to Big C? In my opinion, he's got to react to the Toro Rosso driver. He's got to pit this lap if he wants to keep his race lead. And he is. Oh, Ash Best, he's in the back of him! Oh, that's surely wing damage for Ash. Powdy, a bit soft onto the brakes there, I think, into the pits. Ash trying to attack it too much, and has Ash gone and given himself wing damage and thrown away a good result? I don't know. No, he has somehow got away with no wing damage, but Powdy has got a 5-second penalty that he has got to serve, and he comes out just ahead of the Williams driver. Now I want to see, where is Big C in this fight? Where is Big C? He's currently ahead now, but don't forget, the pits does miss out turn 1 and turn 2. They're going to be side by side, Powdy and Big C out of the pit lane. Powdy just ahead of him, but crucially, Big C undercuts, and not only Big C, AMS has undercut Ash Best. Ash Best has lost out big time. Just think, he came into the pits just behind Powdy, in fact, rimmed him into the pit lane, and now it's 2 cars behind him. The undercut here has proved very costly for Ash, but look at this, Ash has got the run on AMS, and surely AMS is not going to let Ash go down the inside here. AMS going to have to back out, is he? Going to hold it around the outside. Ash cuts the corner, and they're asking for contact, and they're asking for it. There was a bit of contact, but no car has spun around, and this is just costing themselves time, and Ash is going to try to go down the inside into the hairpin here. And Ash, late on the brakes, locks up his front right. Will this allow AMS in the McLaren to do the switcheroo out the hairpin here? And I think Ash is just within DRS of Big C. And look at that, got Grumpy diving in, Blue Mosquito diving in, Hulkenberg is still staying out on those soft tyres. And he has been passed by Iran, so Iran is your race leader, but I have to watch this battle for P15 here, because this really is a good battle. We'll see where Grumpy comes out in comparison to these guys. He's going to be miles back. One I want to watch now is Big C. Hulkenberg, a 3-second time penalty. So currently, from what I've picked up, we've got Frome on a 3-second, Grumpy on a 6-second, All Cats Grey on a 3-second, and Hulkenberg on a 3-second. There may be more. We've got to wait and see. Wait, gotta watch Free Gloves here. Free Gloves and Jolly Manu. Or not Jolly Manu, it's the other racing point of All Cats Grey, better known as Josh. Free Gloves tries to go down the inside there, cuts the corner. In my opinion, he's got to give that position back. He hasn't completed the move. On track to AMS, 3-second time penalty, and now down into the hairpin. Free Gloves holds on to the position. And look at that, we've got a Ferrari in the background of Mr. Grumpy all over the back of AMS. And I think Hulkenberg is going to be diving in now. Yep, he is. Make sure he's well clear of not going into the back of him there. And look at this, AMS and Grumpy. Grumpy going to try to go around the outside into the Wall of Champions. This is going to be bold from Grumpy, round the outside, and inevitable contact, but AMS holds it, and I think that is a great move from Mr. Grumpy there. He had to get the move done, although there's a slight bit of contact. Mr. Grumpy with a fantastic move round the outside of AMS. Great stuff from him. He had to get that move done. As we see, the Williams of Ash Best currently lagging horrendously in front of Grumpy. And that is not a sight he would like to be seeing here on lap 9 of this Canadian Grand Prix. Just going to go up to the front and have a look at Iran F1 currently on the alternate strategy. Doing a fantastic job in this Haas, leading by 6 tenths of a second to Jolie and Manu, who has broke the DRS to Cablo as well. So if they are smart, they can pull away from Cablo together, working with each other. So I know these two are good mates with each other. They've been mates for a long time. So surely they won't hinder themselves there. As I thought Joel wasn't about to break there for a minute. There was just a bit of lag. In fact, speaking of gaps, it's no longer Cablo behind it. It's now QPR Beast down the inside into the hairpin. But short, actually no, he's gonna have DRS, so he should be able to defend. It's just a question of whether Cablo comes back. He's gaining even with the a low amount of us, and without DRS compared to QPR Beast. I just want to see now, because Powdy is starting to get into traffic. He's caught up all cats of grey, 3 gloves, HD, and now Big C and Powdy, Grumpy, Ash best. Grumpy's got past Ash. Ash has lost another position. I think Ash is going to start struggling now. And look at that, Powdy trying to find his way through. This is the problem with doing the 2-stop like Canada. If you can't get moves done, you are not going to make this strategy work. Tyres are much faster, but you're going to be losing time to cars like Ira and Joel. There is a fat train ahead of them now, here in Montreal on lap 10. Surely Powdy's got to dive it down the inside, and he has. HC has to turn out of the corner. Powdy tries to go down the inside, he's on the grass, and Big C's going to go around the outside. We've got Mr. Grumpy trying to follow through as well. Mr. Grumpy's got past 1, and can he get past the second of Big C as well? Down into the chicane, they're side by side, Ferrari versus Toro Rosso, and Big C turns in, and there is an accident. Grumpy spins around, and I think it is a bit of a silly corner to go side by side to, but I think Grumpy did deserve a bit more space there than what he did get. Grumpy spins around, and that is his chance, I think, of the race win over, unless there is a safety car deployed. I have to watch now, because look at this, HD has dropped out the DRS. We've got Greeny, all cats are grey, 3 gloves, HD, Big C, Ash, Powdy, AMS, Max, Blue Mosquito, Flying Throne, all in a train. And look at that, HD severely struggling there. And it's just a question of, can Big C get past with the straight line speed? He can. What will Ash do? Will Ash try to follow through? He can't. As I did just have to sneeze there, and I think Ash has hit the back of HD. He hasn't. Ash has got wing damage. So what was going so well for Ash Best is now up in smokes due to a bit of front wing damage after hitting the back of HD. And now Powdy's surely got to find a way through. Powdy has to be wary of AMS. Did Powdy pick up any wing damage? He didn't. So I believe it's just Ash Best. That front right end plate is severely damaged now. And Big C has got himself a tasty gap to the cars behind him. And he's going to be liking this because the next competitive car to him has got front wing damage. So he should be able to streak away from the pack. Just have a gap to leader. Currently Aaron 9 seconds ahead of Big C on lap 11 here. He is currently doing a good enough job, I'd say, to just maybe make this one-stop strategy work. So I assume he will be going on to a set of hard tyres. Ash is without DRS, and surely he is going to be dropping up behind Powdy. No, because Powdy just can't attack him. Look at this now, AMS all over the back here. Ash is struggling, he's got no DRS. We've got an incident, it's off-beat shovel. Max Luca out at the Wall of Champions, he's claimed his first victim. And will we have a safety car deployed? I don't think we will. Maxi Luca into the wall. He's racing out up in smokes, and it's the virtual safety car. And this could have benefited Joel. Joel has pit under the virtual safety car. He might not have got the full effect of it, but Joel is going to be gaining a bit of time thanks to that virtual safety car. We could see him possibly come out ahead of Aaron when Aaron decides to box in for a fresh set of tyres. Depends whether he goes for a set of hards or he goes for a set of mediums. I want to go on board with Big C, so in case if he does try to jump it, it is caught on stream. Big C currently trying to, I think he's trying to exploit the bit of the glitch here. He's been caught. Look at that, he's trying to catch 3 gloves unaware, and he's surely got to get past 3 gloves. Oh, he's going to try to go down the inside, Big C. He could have kept it down the inside because DRS wasn't able as they were side by side. No, Big C, if he felt aggressive enough, could have possibly as silly as Toro Rosso down the inside there, but decides not to. And here we go now, 3 gloves and Big C coming down into the Wall of Champions. They both got DRS. This is crucial for Big C to get his move done. He's got to slip that Toro Rosso down the inside, and he has slipped it down the inside very well. And Big C is up into P7, and next car is his good mate, All Cats of Grey, better known as Josh. Josh did take him out last week, unfortunately, so I wonder if there will be a bit of payback from Big C. I don't imagine there will. I imagine if he's feeling a bit more, what's the word, sorrowful for it, he might let him through. We got CRG coming in saying Vamos Jamie will go on board with the Renault driver currently in P4, losing the rear a bit, trying to attack the back of the Ferrari driver of Cablo there, and currently can't get past that Renault straight high speed. It's just non-existent. We've seen Aaron's been passed by QPR, so QPR leads in Montreal now. And what is the gap? Because last time I checked there was 9 seconds, now 7.6 1.6 between Big C and the race lead. Big C is starting to gain here, but fresh tyres for QPR Beast and Aaron might allow that gap to just extend a bit when they do come out of the pits. Big C has passed all cats of grey. I wonder if he will try maybe getting back here on the straight. Does Big C have the RS from Greeny? I imagine he does. So now what can Big C do? He has to get past Greeny quick, and wouldn't be surprised if Greeny decides to dive in at the end of this lap. And he has. Big C has it easy as all cats of grey and Greeny both dives in along with Cablo in the Ferrari. Cablo onto a set of mediums. What will Greeny go on to? Ferrari just getting out just ahead of him there. They've got the racing point going on to hards, I believe, and Greeny going on to hards as well. So Greeny, no, never mind. We got what? He's on. Yeah, he is on hards. All right. A bit of an annoying one there. I did think he was on the medium tyres as Ash is being passed. And look at that, HD, he had a big train behind him last week. He's got another one behind him this week. He's got AMS trying to go down the inside. At the end of sector 1, AMS, can he squeeze his McLaren there? HD doing a stellar job at defending that position. P7 for him. He has got to pit though. And look at the train coming up behind him. He has got a load of cars right up behind. Got flying through. Oh my god, a 3 wide. I think there is definitely a lot of lag. They were 3 wide into that chicane. 2 wide never works into there usually, but 3. Ash is lagging awfully. I don't know where he is, to be honest. And Throne has got past Game Freaker and all that. I think Ash is in the process of lagging out here. This is becoming a bit undrivable to drive here. Aaron has dived in, so I imagine he will be going on to a set of hard tyres to the end. Unless he decides to go medium, soft. Oh, Ash up against the barrier there, and he's surely going to let his teammate through. And he has let his teammate through. Ash lagging quite badly, and he is down into P8, of course, with a bit of front wing damage. And look at that, Game Freak almost inserting himself inside that Williams. It's not good for him. Big C now got that gap down to lead to 5.7. It was 7 seconds last time I checked, to 7.6 seconds. And now it's come down quite more. Big C looks like the man that is going to win this race. Although we've only had one VSC so far. That is for no timing of Maxi Luca. And I still think we will see a safety car. I believe there will be a late one which will cause a lot of drama. We've got Joe, I believe, having a little incident. We do. Joe Lianamenu round out the chicane there, and he's got to try not hit the barrier, and he has hit the barrier, and he's getting himself some front wing damage. And what looked like a decent strategy call from the racing point driver has now thrown it all the way. I believe he may have had a bit of contact, or he might have just lost it himself. I'm not too sure, but he certainly has had contact with the barrier, and he's lost his front wing. We now see the teammates of Cablo and Grumpy, the Ferrari teammates side by side. Cablo going to go down the inside there. Oh my god, that's surely asking for a collision. Ash has a 5-second penalty now. And Cablo currently stuck behind Grumpy. For people who don't know, just because the people are in the same car doesn't actually mean they are going to be teammates. We've got an incident in yellow in sector 2. It is Juho Finn, who's often gained himself the name of Juho Spin this game. Spinning around once again and losing his front wing. Toto Wolff, once again, not happy with that man. His Mercedes drivers currently down in 16th and 19th place. A miserable day in Montreal for them too. Gotta go on board of this train. The train, the 2 McLarens, Haas, oh my god, the McLaren just absolutely yeeted the chicane, the AMS yeeting it and gaining on his teammate. I imagine we will see these guys in again at lap 20 for a set of medium compound tyres. That should take them to the end. Don't know. I don't think we're going to get any weather for this race, because we have got cars, of course, going on to the hard tyres. If there was going to be like any rain, they would have went mediums. No one diving in yet. Big C currently on the oldest tyres. We got front wing damage. AMS has clattered the wall of champions, and he is missing a lot of front right end plate now. And he's surely going to be a big train to the cars behind him. AMS is a feisty man. He does not like giving up his positions. I've experienced that in FP in the last 3 races. He will fight for everything, will push you off. He's a very aggressive driver, is this McLaren driver. He's got Game Freaker, the Belgian, behind him. He's lifting off. He's trying to find a way through. This might allow someone like Hulkenberger through. Anyway, here comes Game Freaker down the inside. He has got the move done. What about Hulkenberger just behind? Game Freak has got the ice. AMS clearly struggling with the front wing damage here. Look at that. We've got Grumpy trying to find his way through as well. And Cameron, oh my god, he's in the wall. There's going to be a big accident, surely. How has there not been an accident there? How the hell has there not been an accident there? I generally do not know. QPR Beast in P9 though. On the hard tyres, what is the gap to his teammate? It is 11.9 seconds. So currently he's got to try keep eating out of that gap. But being stuck behind cars like Cablo is really going to cost him in that progress. Although, if you can get past him and then get past Grumpy, speaking of Grumpy, he's got a 3-second penalty. You do not know. Let's see, flying Frome and Blue Mosquito down the inside goes Frome, and he is currently finding himself up in P3, only 4 seconds ahead of the hard tyre runners. So who knows, the pit loss is about 16-17 seconds here, and fresh tyres are worth about a second a lap, I'd say. Be interesting to see what these hard tyre cars could do, to be honest. I feel like we've not seen the end of the action. We've definitely not seen the end of the action. We're just about getting started. We'll get the intervals up now. Got Jamie on the back of Aaron doing a solid job trying to get his Haas as far up the grid as he can. Got AMS getting a time penalty. How's QPR Beast doing? 11.5, so he's slowly into the gap of Big C. Although there is a bit of a car park at the hairpin, he might have just lost a bit of his wing. If he hasn't, he is all good. That is not going to help him in his fight to rush the driver of his teammate. I believe they are both teammates. Excessive something. Their team name's called Big C and QPR Beast. There you go, just posting, retweeting the tweet. And Game Freaker has been passed by Hulkenberger. Game Freaker now losing the position to the Red Bull driver Hulkenberger, who is currently in the championship lead. Nothing, I haven't done anything about this race, of course, after he did win round 1 and now in P5 doing a solid job in the Red Bull. I think maybe a Racing Point next race might be more suited to a driver of his caliber. But Grumpy's struggling in the Ferrari, really is struggling after his contact with Big C. Finds himself well down the pack. Got to QPR Beast is now at 11.7, so despite that little bit of contact, he is still just about keeping the gap, if not taking down just a bit. Got Game Freaker and Grumpy now up ahead in the Ferrari and the McLaren. Grumpy really should be able to get past him because that Ferrari has a lot more straight line speed. Ash with a 3-second time penalty is all going wrong for that Williams driver, and Grumpy sails by past the McLaren and is now up into P6. Although, there's contact. Hulkenberg completely messed up the final corner, and that has cost him. And look at that, there could be 3 wide on the straight into turn 1, 3 wide. And Cablo gets past them both. What can QPR Beast do? Great move from QPR Beast on Hulkenberg, but Hulkenberg has got a bit of front wing damage. But he tries to stick his front wing down the inside there. It just wasn't going to work. Hulkenberg loses out and now is down into P8. He was up to P5 a moment ago. Now down, Grumpy smashes the barrier and he's lost more front wing. AMS fastest lap, but Grumpy has lost more front wing, and it's crucial for AMS to get past a Ferrari driver here. Look at that, understeering. Yeah, I believe I might have just said AMS, I mean QPR Beast, to get past the Ferrari, and he can't. Grumpy is currently parking it, and I can imagine he is currently fuming under the cockpit there. If this is Big C, does he maybe extend if he's in a bit of traffic? Have a look at what Big C does. Imagine Big C will box at the end of this lap, and he does. Big C into the pit lane. Powdy staying out another lap. Flying Frome. Powdy with a penalty. Flying Frome into the pits. Blue Mosquito stays out. Cablo, of course, will be staying out. Now we'll see where does QPR Beast come out in comparison to his teammate on the hard tyres. So we're going to see a battle between the two Toro Rossos, what I believe is going to be a race lead. However, Big C, I thought he had to stop going for a sec. Big C is currently coming out behind 3 gloves. Is he going to come out behind Greeny? No, he's going to come out behind 3 gloves, but ahead of Greeny. And Big C has got a bit of overtaking, so he's got to gain 5.5 on his teammate in 14 laps. In my opinion, that is easily doable on fresh medium tyres. Easily. Depends, how does Big C wiggle his way through this traffic? Last time I saw him wiggle his way through the traffic. He had a bit of contact with Grumpy. That's it, Grumpy spinning. Hopefully we don't see anything like that again for this race. And a cheeky look at CRJ Jamie, the GT Sport master, from what I've seen on Twitter. One of the better GT Sport drivers. Currently racing a bit out of his depth on the Formula 1 game. Currently stuck behind the Haas of Aaron. Aaron is currently in an effective P2. Aaron is in P2, so he is doing a very good job at the moment. Cablo is going to be one to watch out for, though, in the end, in my opinion. On fresh stops, he is going to fly. He is literally going to fly. So Cablo does inherit the race lead. There's Big C. Big C now on the back of this train. The gap was 5.5 seconds when I saw him come out the pits. It is now 2.8 seconds. He took 2.7 seconds out that lap. It shows how much faster mediums are compared to hard. 2.7 seconds a lap. That's ridiculous. And now he is on the back of this train. 3 gloves. To be fair to him, he's only on 7 lap old mediums compared to Big C. Of course, 1 lap old medium. Who knows? We could see Powdy had to serve his 5-second stop go, so that has cost him a bit. Where's Frome? Frome miles behind. What's happened to Frome as well? Maybe Big C's got to make his way through this traffic. Currently 5-car train. Problem is they're all going to have slipstream. So what can the 7-time champion do out of the hairpin? He did not get the run he needed, and he is now losing time to the cars ahead of him. We've got Aaron, Jamie. And Jamie's just not close enough into the Wall of Champions. Oh, the damage! 3 gloves has hit the back of his teammate. And he has sent Jamie over the chicane, which is very unfortunate for him. I believe Big C's going to get past Jamie here. He does. Big C past Jamie, although he might just mess up the braking a bit, but no. Big C is now up into P4, and he's going to be chasing off a long-time friend, but long-time rival of Aaron F1. These two share, I believe, 11 drivers' championships between each other. 7 for Big C. Oh, and he thinks he just hit the wall there. Has Big C got a bit of front wing damage? No, he hasn't. He got away with that. Big C just hit the barrier slightly and didn't get any damage. As I was in the middle saying, these two, 11 drivers' championships between them. I know Big C has 8 constructors' championships. I'm not sure how many Aaron has. But here comes Big C. Can he get past the Haas driver? Aaron's surely going to defend. Aaron is one tough cookie to get past. I think Big C is going to go down the inside, and with fresh mediums, there's nothing Aaron can do. And now is his teammate QPR Beast battling for the race victory. These two are going to be on for a 1-2 unless Aaron can come back. But no, Aaron's saving his ass. Not going to do any of that business just yet. Where's Jamie? Jamie is a bit behind. I don't know if he has damaged Jamie. I wouldn't imagine he does. Who knows? All we just need now is a safety car. It's 10 Big C has what? 10 oh, there's a bit of an incident going on behind. Or something's happened because Frome has lost a few positions. No, JP, it's 11 because Aaron has 4 PSGL titles and Big C has 7. He won 3 F1 ones, Aaron, and 1 F4 one. Still all PSGL titles. And QPR Beast, I imagine, will let Big C go to the disappointment of Aaron now. But Big C has messed up the braking there. Oh, Big C messed up the braking. And this could allow QPR Beast to come back. I imagine he wouldn't, of course, because of course he just let his teammate through. But, you know what? I don't like team orders. Get holding him up. Fight for what is going to be the effective race win. I'm sure, of course, if you are the driver, you don't want to be doing that. But as the streamer, the commentator, you want to see a battle between these two for the race lead. But all cats are grey and AMS battling. Look at this, very close. HD currently holding everyone up in P10. Got one of his trains behind him. He is pretty much the Trilly train at the moment. All cats are grey and AMS into the final corner. This is only going to end up one way, and that's bad, surely. And no, he hasn't. Oh, never mind. He might have. The Ashes teleporting his way. What? Grumpy fastest lap. AMS on the inside of HD. What about all cats are grey? Oh, there's a Ferrari into the wall. Mr. Grumpy out of the race, and will that bring out the safety car? Waiting to see. What do they do? The virtual safety car is a virtual one. It is not a full course safety car. I would have loved to have seen a full safety car. Mr. Grumpy in the walls. I believe had a bit of contact and then lose it. What does Cablo do? Cablo surely pits for softs now to go to the end. He's got to try and make soft stretch out to the end. It's the only smart strategy for here. Box in for softs. And no, he stays out. Don't mind me. DRS enabled. Big C lose that massively. Completely misjudged that safety car, or actual safety car restart. And I'm generally interested to see to find out what happened between Mr. Grumpy. If we could get maybe a few comments from Grumpy in the chat to describe what his incidents were, as Ash has retired from the session now. Ash giving up from what could have been such a promising race for the young Lithuanian driver, now all up in smokes down in P16, and DNFing was in P2 at one stage and was fighting for the win with Powdy. Powdy is now behind Greeny. What has happened to his race? He did have he had to serve a 5-second stop go for being punted into the pits by Ash, which is unfortunate, and that completely ruined his race. Who to go on board with? We'll get the intervals up now. Blue Mosquito, Powdy, all on the back of Greeny. Greeny's a smart driver here, so he'll know how to pick his fights. Currently running in P6, but I imagine that Williams is going to start tumbling down the field because of those old hard tyres. Got a bit of a battle in the background that I need to watch. All cats are grey and HD. All cats are grey. Oh, there's an incident! Flying thrown! Out! And what has happened to him? And will that be a safety car deployed? No. Yeah, he's into the wall. What the hell has happened to him there? What? How's that happened then? No safety car, I believe. Too late to call for one now. Cablo would have hoped there would have been a safety car. But yeah, too late for one. Unless there is a late call for it. I doubt it. No safety car, way too late for it. What the hell just happened to Flying Throne there? Generally do not know. Now we see Big C on the back of Cablo's. Cablo does dive in now for a fresh set of, well, I assume it's going to be soft compound tyres, and he is going to be a man on a mission on them. Go. Grumpy is coming out, oh not Grumpy, sorry, Cablo is coming out just behind AMS now, and that is the one driver I would not like to come out behind, because AMS is, as I said, one tough cookie to get past. We do not need them on them, so let's be keeping those comments well away from the stream. We'll go on board with Aaron F1, a man who has done a great job in this race. We'll get the position change up. Where is it? Position change, haven't worked this in ages. Up 10 positions, 8 positions. Currently from P11 to P3. But QPR Beast up from 17th to 2nd. What a great drive from him. Be proud of that one if he does manage to keep hold of it. We've got Blue Mosquito and Greeny now. Greeny doing all he can to hold on to P6. It won't be P6 for much longer. It will be P7 because those hards are nowhere near as good as the mediums. Here comes Blue Mosquito gaining on the back of Greeny into the wall of champions round the outside, and Greeny has to give away there. There's no way he was going to hold on to that. Greeny, I believe, might just hit the wall. I'm not too sure. Has he hit the wall? I don't know. That front wing was just too bad to judge on that Williams anyway. And nope, he is fine. Looks very close to that barrier. Very, very close. Let's watch game 3 car on the back of him now. Greeny, I think, is going to start plummeting down the field. I reckon he'll keep hold of P10. I think that's about it. Won't be able to keep hold of anything else. Here we go. Being passed by Game Freak, and now let's see where Cablo is. Cablo surely got to get through as quick as possible now. Look at the run Cablo's got. Greeny defending as hard as he can, but I just don't think it's about who he wants to be fighting. Oh, there's contact on the braking. Greeny holding him up there, clearly doing a job, but I don't think it is the right job to do. Because now Cablo in the Ferrari is attacking that Williams. That Williams has just got no straight line speed whatsoever. And Greeny got past one lap ago around the outside here, and he's been passed again, this time by Cablo. Apologise. Got Big C currently on lap 30, leading by 5.3 seconds to his teammate QPR beast Aaron, 8 tenths behind in 3rd place, 4th CRG Jamie, 5th Powdy, but Powdy is on the charts to try and catch up to the cars ahead of him. 6th Blue Mosquito, 7th Game Freaker, 8th Cablo, 9th Greeny, and then 10th AMS. HG down in 14th picked up a penalty, and now let's watch AMS. Greeny has gone from 6th to what will be 10th place in a few laps. This shows how much he's struggling these hards, and now they're going to have to hard runners are going to have all these fast guys come onto the back of them soon. I think I have to go to now go on board with AMS. Greeny defending. I just don't think he has enough to defend with, and AMS is through. He can't the chicane there quite a bit. Cablo with a 3-second time penalty, and next car for him will be a Blue Mosquito to try to get through here. Surely he can get past him. Fresh softs against slightly worn out mediums. I think I know which one I'd pick here, especially with a Ferrari around Canada and a Red Bull. Oh, never mind. Oh my god, he almost lost the rear. I think I just gave him the commentator's curse as he overheated those tyres. He's now under threat from Mr. Woot Woot Game Freaker in P8. And he can't get through there. We'll go to P5 though. Powdy all over the back of CRG Jamie. Here we go. Powdy surely going to be attacking the Renault here. DRS enabled for him. A lot more straight line speed. He is closing. He's gaining and gaining. But lifts off. He's nowhere near close enough there. Decides off and move. And these laps being spent behind is really starting to cost him now, because he has to try to get onto the back of Aaron and QPR beats for the end of this race. We'll see Aaron maybe try and move and try to spoil that 1-2 for QPR beats and Big C. Who knows? Got a few laps to go here. Big C comfortably winning, I'd say. Big C's got this one wrapped up, unless he does end up giving himself damage and picking up a penalty, I'd say. I think Cablo is now really starting to struggle on these softs already. 4 laps into them towards the end of the race, and they are gone. They are not working well. I thought he would have been making more progress on this. And he is now behind the car of the Mosquito. And to be honest, don't count out Greeny and Hulkenberg for a battle yet, because the gap was 6 seconds on me. He's now 3.1. That Williams really has been gained on. Here comes Powdy. Powdy down the inside into the hairpin on Jamie. And Jamie has got no never mind, he has got a defence for it. Stays ahead of the Alpha driver there, but I don't think he'll be able to stay ahead for much longer, because here we are, DRS for Powdy, and he's looking to breeze past Jamie into the wall of champions, and Jamie is down to P5 for Powdy being promoted to P4. Got Cablo and Blue Mosquito as well. Very pedestrian like there, and there is damage for Cablo. One Cablo Montoya into the wall, and he has lost a bit of his front wing there. And I think, oh, there's going to be contact on the braking. We saw a very similar incident in AOR there not long ago, and we could have had one like that there where he could have went into the outside wall. Got Aaron still on the back of QPR. He's still giving him a run for his money, is Aaron. Doing a very solid job. And going now. Powdy is after the back of Aaron. Do not miss this, I feel like we still have a fight on our hands for P2, 3 and 4 has come to the closing stages of this race. Big C currently now leading by almost 7 seconds on lap 33. Isn't he a masterful drive from the most experienced driver on, or one of the most experienced drivers? And I'm saying that he's got a 3-second time penalty. Never mind. Conte's curse once again. Look at that. I did say the battle for P10 could spice up a bit, and it really is going to soon, because actually no, it is the penultimate lap now here in Montreal. 1.2 is the gap between Hulkenberg and Greeny. Greeny really is struggling there, low on fuel, low on airs, he's low on everything, he's low on power, low on front end grip. That Williams just is shocking. And now Powdy is in DRS of Aaron. Powdy is in DRS. So the question is, can he catch up and get a move done on the penultimate or final lap of this Canadian Grand Prix? The hairpin on that 34. Red Blue Mosquito, he is only 4 tenths behind Cablo. Cablo with that front wing damage. I would have expected Blue Mosquito to get through, but unfortunately he couldn't. We'll have to watch this battle now, as Aaron and Powdy are very close with each other. 3 tenths separate them, both with Ferrari power unit card. We've got an instant in set the free, and I believe it is Juho Finn getting himself for that. And Jamie gets a 3-second time penalty, which could be costly for him. We've got to move in the background. Blue Mosquito there as well. Now all over the back of Cablo. Got multiple battles in this final. Juho, you got a 10-second penalty for corner card. How's that work then? What's he done? Unless he took the pit lane exit. And he's going to be gifting QPR beast a bit of DRS here. Might be a slight distraction. Aaron's gone deep. Powdy's gone even more deep. This is close between Aaron and Powdy. I believe Aaron is just at DRS. She's got yellows in sector 2. Who is it for? Who's it for? Who the hell was it for? Juho again. Juho being a bit of a distraction out there. All cats are grey. Fastest lap for him. Anyway, we've got to go on board with the 7-time champion. We've got more yellows in sector 2. Juho just bins it. Once again, we got to go on board with the 7-time champion. It's Big C into the World Champions. He should win this race if he doesn't have any accidents here. It's all good 3-1. It's all good 3-2. He is putting a perfect drive with a 2-stop strategy. Big C wins the Canadian Grand Prix. What a drive from the Toro Rosso driver. QPR beast coming home in P2 to make it a Toro Rosso 1-2. And what will Aaron do? Aaron will come home in P3. Powdy P4. Jamie P5. What about Cablo? Cablo P7. Blue Mosquito P6. Game Freaker P8, AMS P9, and Greeny vs Hulkenberger. Greeny is going to take P10. No, he's not. He's going to drop to 11th. Hulkenberger P9, AMS P10. 3 gloves. And 12 Apple Sauce. They must feel right battered now in P12. We've got a bit of a battle here between All Cats of Grey and Joel and Manu. Joel, 19 lap old hards, has been passed by his teammate for this race. So he finishes 14th. I think Joel moves up a few positions, and that is your Canadian Grand Prix. What a drive from the 7-time champion to take his first win in the season in Formula Experience in Canada. A 1-2 for the Toro Rosso team, the actual teammates. Great drive from them, very good. And Aaron coming over for a masterful P3. A great drive from Aaron. I think I've got to give myself driver of the day to. I've got to give my driver of the day to either. You know what? I'm going to give it to QPR Beasts. I think QPR Beasts will get it. A very, very good drive from 17th on the grid to 2nd. So, yeah, he wins my driver of the day. Great drive from him. Anyway, here is your final race results. Big C wins in Montreal. 2nd is QPR Beast. 3rd is Aaron F1. 4th, Powdy couldn't quite convert the pole position to the win. 5th is Jamie. 6th, Blue Mosquito. 7th, Cablo. 8th, Game Freaker. 9th, Hulkenberger. And 10th, AMS. In 11th, we've got Greeny. 12th, Free Gloves. 13th, Joel and Manu. 14th, All Cats of Grey. 15th, HD. 16th, Juho Finn. Then we got retirements from Flying Foam, Ashbest, Mr. Grumpy, and Maxi Luca GT5. And I do agree, profusely, Oogie. Williams for Big C. Next round. He's had enough of that winning champagne for just a bit of time. Anyway, I have been your comms, the Nickel Blocks, standing in for Alamonda. Expect to see Alamonda back same time next week for more Formula Experience. The next thing live on this channel will be Tuesday night with the Classic Cups being streamed from 8 o'clock, both grids 1 and 2. Thank you for watching, everyone, and good night.